I would love to do it. I have dreams about doing it.
As of the making of this video, Skid Row are looking for a new lead singer. Sebastian Bach, who you heard there on the opening, sang on Skid Row's first 3 records, their self-titled debut in 1989, Slave to the Grind in 91, and Subhuman Race in 1995. The next 2 Skid Row records were released in 2003 and 2006, and that was Thick Skin and Revolutions Per Minute. However, we had some personnel changes here with a new lead singer, and that was Johnny Solinger. However, unfortunately, he passed away in 2021 at the age of just 55, and that was due to liver failure. Then we come to 2022 and the release of the band's 6th studio album, and that is The Gang's All Here, with their new lead singer, Eric Grunwald. However, it was in March of 2024 that the band announced that they had parted ways with Grunwald, and this was due to health issues. Most recently, the band employed Lizzie Hale to sing for them. She has performed several shows for the band, but has announced that she will not be the permanent singer going forward. So, Skid Row's looking for a new lead singer. Who better than Sebastian Bach himself, right? Bach has just released his new record, Child Within the Man. It's getting great reviews and doing really well. And he was talking with Eddie Trunk recently, and Trunk simply put it to him, the band is looking for a new lead singer. Has there been any dialogue going on between you guys? Sebastian Bach said that there has been a lot of dialogue between himself and former Skid Row drummer Rob Affuso. Affuso and Bach were both a part of those first 3 Skid Row albums, but after that both left the band. Affuso has actually featured on some of the music videos for Bach's new album. So those guys have been getting along. So what it seems went down is that there was a massive miscommunication with Sebastian Bach and other members from Skid Row. Bach elaborates here.
This is reality. I found out something at the very last Kiss show, and it's a major piece of miscommunication, and I need to communicate with those guys because there's been something that happened that is not accurate. The whole narrative of they don't like me and I'm too crazy is complete bullshit. It's not true. There's been attempts to get us going again.
Bach continued stating that there has been attempts to get the band back together again, but he's just been so focused on his new album and tour that he really hasn't had the time to focus on Skid Row right now, because he's just been so swamped with everything he's doing. But does say there's a good chance that it could happen.
I can just tell the world that there's a good chance that'll happen because there's no reason not to. Because right now, why it hasn't happened is a miscommunication.
That miscommunication that Bach is talking about is as far as he would go on the matter. He couldn't elaborate any more on it, but says it's something that needs to be cleared up between him and the current band members, and talks about when he has the time and space to do so, he will reach out to the band and clear up the matter.
I need to write a thoughtful email clearing up a miscommunication, but I have to make sure it's the perfect email and I don't say anything wrong or make any jokes or so I just don't have the energy to do that right now, but I know I need to do that.
And when further pressed by Trunk on the matter, Sebastian Bach said that he would love to do it.
That right now they once again need a singer. If all worked out and you get through your cycle for your record, you, for the record, are willing and open and desiring of doing it, right?
I would love to do it. I have dreams about doing it.
So wouldn't that be cool, having Sebastian Bach back in Skid Row? As I say, just released his new record. It's going really well for him. He puts on a good live show with his band. But that early material he did with Skid Row, especially those first 2 records, the self-titled debut and Slave to the Grind, he was just such an amazing vocalist. The band probably never quite got their due because there were just so many other big bands, like Guns N' Roses, the Metallicas, the Bon Jovis, that probably eclipse them a bit, but they were such a good band, so many legendary songs. Big Guns, 18 in Life, Youth Gone Wild, I Remember You, Monkey Business, Slave to the Grind. I'm just rattling off a few of their big hits there, but great band, great heavy sound, amazing vocalist with Sebastian Bach. Man, that guy could really sing. And he's always said that he is open to returning to Skid Row. And now that there is an opening, we just have to see what happens. Thanks, guys, for tuning in as always, and we'll catch you on the next one.
I have a recurring nightmare where Skid Row reunites and I go to the gig and I forget my in-ears.